You are now listening to The Purpose Pod, hosted by Alan Levi Simmons. This podcast is a platform to give listeners an inside perspective on purpose, business, and life experiences. If you're interested in finding purpose or discovering paths that could lead you into your purposeful life, this is the podcast for you. Thank you for tuning in. It's time for The Purpose Pod.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages across the world, across the galaxy. What's up, all my beautiful people? I am so happy to be back on the Purpose Pod once again. I am so excited to be here today, and I have a special guest, Mr. Mario Walker. He's going to bless us today with some knowledge and information, and we're going to tap into his gifts, his skills, the things he loves to do. We have a short film that he's working on. I'm just so excited to bring him on, so let me go ahead and do that right now. Let's introduce, hailing from Cincinnati, Ohio, Mario Walker. What up? What's up, man? Ain't nothing. I had to bring you on like that. I had to get the stage lit.
And I always appreciate you.
Yeah, man. It's always a blessing to see you, bro. Like, I know it's been a minute, since COVID, but it's good to see you here now. It's good to see you up, brother. It's good to see you up.
Absolutely, man. COVID done slowed us down, man. We used to often.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy that it's been like 6 months, 6 months of COVID since March. It's crazy. How have you been adapting with everything since COVID?
Man, COVID, to be honest, man, COVID kind of helped me a lot because it kind of slowed me down. When everybody's moving and then you see everybody moving and you kind of want to not catch up, but kind of want to be something moving. Now it's like everybody shut down, everybody stops. And I was like, okay, you ain't got no choice but to sit down and then be alone with your thoughts and stuff like that. So
right, exactly. And that's you said that, be alone with our thoughts. Like, that's literally what I've been doing like the past 6 months, is like I've been alone with my thoughts, and it's been a good thing. It's I've been able to clear some things from my mind, my heart, and just really like get the full spectrum of life like in my front view, instead of like just looking behind me at the past, like looking forward into my life. So it's definitely a blessing to be here. But business owners have been suffering, here, especially in Charlotte as well, small businesses. And I know that you help small business owners scale their business. So have you seen or have you heard of a lot of people that have had their businesses shut down here in Charlotte?
Yes, absolutely. I'm not even in Charlotte, man, across the globe.
Yeah.
Because the thing is a lot of people aren't, they weren't on the verge of scaling their businesses the way they're supposed to. So, they had lost funding, and, some people rely on certain metrics for their business to continue to, it's like a rat wheel for their business to just continue to roll. So I've seen a lot of that, man. A lot of places in Charlotte are actually closed down now. Mama shops. So it's something that, but it's a lesson. It's a lesson, learn lesson that next time this happened, you're already ahead of the curve.
Right. I like that. And you said a lot of people failed to scale their business, and that's why they didn't survive. So for the young entrepreneurs out here, what do some of the mistakes look like in the beginning when you start your business? Because I know that some people, they start their business and then they get they hire employees and stuff like that. So what do you see, happening with a lot of business owners when they first start, and it's like, nah, you shouldn't have did that?
I say the number one thing is moving too fast. Some people they start a business, and then the first thing that they want to do is they want to get a storefront. They want overhead already. Right. you got a business for 3 months and now you want overhead already. Is you want to maximize your profits on the front end first. So typically see that more so. People are moving a little way too fast with their businesses, and not only are they moving way too fast, but they're also relying on old ways that cause them to get to where they are. Some people have businesses that jump out the gate and flourish. Will have to grind and grind and grind. So once they figured out that niche and starts to come, then it's like, well, I don't have to do anything else. I'm gonna just stick with the flourishing. And
Mm-hmm.
that never settles to be what it's gonna always be. So
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So, and you can't just jump in there and try to build. You have to take time and prepare and plan, right? So that planning is probably the first step that a lot of people miss out on. They have the vision, and then they just try to build without even trying to get the schematics and anything laid out. What's up, TB? TB too funny on here.
TB,
Brendan, Don, what up? So Dawson, what up? So man, so like a lot of us, like especially me, like I'm the person that you were speaking about, that the guy that was like, yo, like, oh, we up, like let me get a storefront, let me put these shirts up, and like let me get in there. But my wife is like, well, where you gonna get the money? Or like, all right, so once you get the building, like how are you gonna pay the rent? Like, all right, so like what are you gonna do? How are you gonna plan these things? Are those the questions that we have to ask ourselves in order to start scaling our business?
absolutely. You got to ask those questions. You got to have a plan at first. It's a process. There's different entrepreneurs,
Mhm.
but the plan is the same. I always say that the plan is the
Mhm.
same. You have to have a marketing plan. You have to have a financial projections. You
Yeah.
have a business plan. So you have to know where you're going. So that way you can stick to a script. That
Mhm.
plan is always going to be the same. It's going to be the same whether you're doing whatever business. It's always going to be the exact same model.
Yeah.
Um, from going, to shoot to where you need to be. So
Mhm. Yeah. So you were you always like so passionate about helping people scale their business, or where did this interest like come from?
not well, yeah, it started my freshman year of college. So my freshman year of college, I actually got to go to New York City, man, and I got to visit a few companies out there. But one company in particular was
Yeah.
I went to Bloomberg. I'm
Mm.
sure a lot of people are familiar with Bloomberg. He
Yeah,
was
Bloomberg.
that just dropped out of the race. But at the time, man, his business model and being in a building and listening to him and listening to his counterparts speak, it,
Mhm.
his business model was no, it was no fragileness in his business model. It was
Yeah.
no, it was never going to implode. The way he structured it and the way he operates his business, it's
Mhm.
it's remarkable to say the least.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
not only and to see him still maintain his business throughout COVID
Right. That's real, right?
is a mod that says a lot about the model he implemented into his
Yeah.
business, you know. And it was just such a great thing to see him do that. And then I wanted to do it on a more smaller scale. And I
Mm.
also admired him a lot more when I realized that he made so much money from his business that he only took $1 a year when he was a mayor. When he was the mayor of New York City, his
Wow.
salary was only $1 a year.
Wow.
Never
So
went
that's crazy.
anything extra. He just wanted $1 a year because you have to be on salary to hold
Mhm.
public office. But his
Mhm.
salary was $1 a year, and I love that about him. And he took
Yeah.
more pride of his business and the implementation of the process of his business,
Yeah.
and did that.
That's real huge though. Like to be able to take the profit, or to even just say, hey, I'll take $1 here because I'm making money in my business. I've scaled my business. I've maximized and optimized everything in my business to where I'm now generating enough wealth, to one, pay my employees, and therefore I don't have to cut anybody or fire anybody. Right. So a lot of these businesses get stuck because they have to fire people because they failed to scale. Right.
Yes, and that's the thing. They move too fast. You're hiring too
Mm,
many employees. That you're thinking that your business is. You're thinking that you have more demand than what you have supply, and that's
yeah.
really not the case, to say the least.
Hmm.
You can manage what you know. That's why that plan comes into place. That marketing plan, that
Yeah.
financial projection. So you
Hmm.
more employees, that's more money coming out the business. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? So a lot of people they don't look at the overall goal and the plan that they had from the beginning. And that's where
Mm,
people fall short at.
yeah. Wow. That's deep because a lot, that plan in the beginning is kind of concrete, and then you move forward and then you're like, oh, I want this. I want to add some employees here, and you didn't even count like how much you would lose or how much it would cost to do that. So that's real huge. So what do you feel like are the key things to like starting a successful business, like to start it? What do you think those key things are? Like, give me like two to three things that you think are the things we need in order to start successful businesses.
I'll give you the ones that I know is a foundation that you need regardless. You need a marketing plan. You need a financial projections, 5 years at the minimum. And I'll elaborate on that if I need to elaborate. Marketing plan, financial projections, and a business plan.
Okay.
And those three things together would just model your business for you.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're not even business savvy, those three things alone is going to model your business. So those are the key components that you need to succeed. You know, even if you're not making as much money or you're not hitting your break even point every year,
right?
If you continue with your plan, it'll work out. It'll work itself out.
Wow.
It has no choice.
Yeah. Wow. I like that. I like the way you just put that made business seem kind of simple. It's like, you know, I know it's not simple, but I'm saying like we don't think about like, oh man, you know, I've had this plan and this plan was set up to put me in a position to where I can make this amount of money and pay this amount of employees. But like we've been talking about, like people change it or they don't really stick to their plan and stuff like that. So the marketing side, bro, like, so that's the place I've seen as an entrepreneur where I wish I had someone on my team in the beginning who was like an expert in marketing, right? And it didn't cost a lot of money because it costs a lot of money to get those marketing people. So like, what can we do in the meantime? You know, if we can't afford to pay someone to do our marketing, like what can we do?
There's different avenues that you can take with the marketing. You can go the free marketing route, which would generate traffic, but not as much traffic. You can pay a budget for market, but you can create a plan as well. Meaning like a marketing budget. So monthly. So for an example, I had a business when I was in college and I had a marketing budget. I created my marketing budget every single month. I know what I wanted to do. It was a basketball league. Okay, this is what I want to spend only on marketing. $600 a month on marketing. So whatever that gets me, if I need to pay for this month, flyers, ads on Facebook, that's coming out for this month. If I need to just hoard half of my marketing budget and I know what I know what I want to do next month that costs this amount of money. Okay, well I gotta take this month and put flyers up instead of paying all this extra money. I could just go the cheap route, put some flyers up, you know, ask friends to do this for me. So that's why I say that marketing budget will show you where you need to go in terms of like viewership or, you know, driving traffic to your business.
Right. And that's that next step. I think people rush to the driving traffic, but scaling, so scaling actually does it makes it allows you to get more booking and to make more income, right? So driving that traffic, getting more people to your page is a part of the scaling your business, right?
Yes, that's part of scaling it. So that's part of growing your business. I mean, even if 2 eyes are on your business every single day, somebody viewed it. Right. Somebody's gonna, you know, somebody may not catch on, but as long as eyes are they're gonna see it again. Oh, I've seen it. Yeah, it's just human nature. It's cognitive for us. We never forget something that we like. So it's like you want to put it in people's face as much as you can. You know, even if it's one time, if it's something clever, or if you feel like it's something, as long as it's in their face. Okay, you've seen it, so you know this is what I'm doing. Now you know this exists on this planet. Just want to get it in front of their faces and in front of those eyes. That's what I always tried to make it seem. Whatever I was doing, I wanted you to see it. Right. You know, I wanted you to view it. You know, whether you liked it or not, or whether you scroll past or skipped it, you've seen it. You know, that was the goal that I was trying to accomplish.
Yeah, and that's a proven strategy. Like if you put it in front of people and they see it, then they may buy it, they may not buy it, but you know, hopefully people start sharing. You know, I think that's the share button is the number one marketing tool in social media, and it's so hard to get people to hit that share button. And I know I kind of want to go here with that and asking you, because social media is a big part of, you know, people's businesses nowadays. Like, how do you get people to volunteer and hit that share button? You know, how do you inspire people to hit that share button?
Well, it's all based on you, first of all. So at the end of the day, whether you got a business or not, you're still selling yourself. Right. You know, so if you follow a bunch of people that don't know you, they're looking at, okay, the product, but they're also looking at, okay, who is this person? You know, let me know a little bit more about this person, because they don't have the product. Whether you're selling like a lotion brand or something, okay, well, a lotion cures eczema, let's say, hypothetically speaking, you don't have the brand to know that it clears eczema. So now, to make them purchase, it has to be something that's something you're doing as a, as an individual.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to cause them to share. Hey, look, this, right now, a lot of people are leaning on the black, the black business movement, which is a great thing. But it's also a downfall as well, because, you don't want people just to support your business because of your skin color or your race.
Right.
You want them to support them because they know you, they like you, or they don't know you, but they still like you, or they know the product, or they may have or seen, like I said before, they may have seen your product, and now they're like, okay, I'm gonna buy. So that's the way. Those are the ways that you want to go about it.
Yeah, and I've been like kind of, I don't know, like hesitant on the whole, like, trying to push my business with, society, like along with the whole, like, oh, black people are having this experience in America right now. In this generation, they're having this experience. And this is kind of going to lead us into that video in a little bit. But, people are having this experience and they're thinking like, oh, I want to use this to push my business. And I mean, I'm not trying to talk down on anybody. People can do whatever they want to do. But I think is like you said, you want to make sure that the image of your business is not tainted, and also that the image of your business is being invested in. Like, people know what the image is, right? Not like, oh, Black Lives Matter, let me support this person. But man, I love, like, your short film that we're about to get into is like, man, I love, even in that short amount of time, you're able to get a message through, and people can say, oh, I love that, and I love the way he prepared that. And it's not that I feel sorry for him because he's a black man, but I love this art that he has created. Let me invest in that, right?
Yeah, and that's, and it was crazy that you bring that up, because that's why I watch your pod. That's why I watch the videos that you post. I mean, it's so diverse, right?
Yeah.
I know you personally.
Yeah.
And I know what type of person that you are, but besides that, the content alone.
Yeah.
It's a selling point for me. So I watched a video of you interviewing a sports agent and a lawyer.
Right.
And
yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Appreciate
that was great insight, because I used to work for the Charlotte Hornets. So that was great insight to see the other side of it. And then the next week, or maybe a week after that, I watched you interview an incredible singer with the guitar, and she actually she can sing.
Yeah.
Content, so it's the me knowing you kind of went out the window, because the content was more so selling of it. That was the marketing plan, that, even putting that out, whether it's, viewing that, I showed people that video. I showed that video, not because I know you. I showed people and watched that video with like my girlfriend and like a few of her friends. Like, I watched that video with, people for the content.
Yeah. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That means a lot right there. That means a lot. Deshae says facts. The content alone is a selling point.
Yes.
Very, very good points. My wife says very good points, Mario. Yeah. Genuine interest, facts. And Brendan says, my generation, I don't know why my computer's acting up. My generation, which is Generation Z, and the millennials, Generation Y, won't have as much racism in the future. It will be more diversity. Yes, it will be more diverse, and hopefully that all of the racism is washed away, and hopefully people can live their lives like imagine, not to go off topic, but we're still on topic. Imagine if you could walk around with your business and be a black man and never think like, oh, they're treating me this way because I'm black, whether it's like good or bad. Like, to have that thought go in your mind sucks, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%.
Yeah. And so it's just big. And I just really hope that people take time to, recognize like, hey, we are all building. Like, I don't think, like, the reason why I come on my show and I bring people that I see, like, I know a lot of people who are talented and gifted and are doing great things out there. But like I've told people, like, I go to people who I'm drawn to in this season right now. So there are certain people that I have to bring on right now. And then there's other people that I'm going to bring on later down the road. Right. So my vision, like bringing you on right now, is perfect timing, because people need to scale their businesses right now before 2021.
Absolutely. And you can't, that's why I say, like, it's good to rely on that the ethnicity part of it, but you can't rely on, because once COVID is done, and once, let's just say hypothetically speaking, racism don't exist next year.
Right.
Now it's kind of like, well, now what's going to cause someone else of another ethnicity to support you?
Yep.
And the thing is when I mention scales, a lot of people always look at it as it's just nothing but business growth, right? You scale a
Right.
business, it's just growth, it's just a growth of your business. Now, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people think of it that it's a massive growth. It don't have to
Mm-hmm.
be a massive growth. You know, you could
Mm-hmm.
sell a bottle of water, you could buy a bottle of water for $1 and sell it for $2.50. That's $1.50 on that water. So you're
Yeah.
still scaling your business. Now,
Mm-hmm.
the other ways that you can expand, which meaning that you can open more locations, hire more employees, and then that's where you feel like you're scaling, you're
Yeah.
expanding. What I'm talking about is more so growth aspect, vertical,
Upward.
upward
Yeah.
mobility, meaning more money, more profits on the back end for you to be more indulging and more reacting to indulge in other businesses. Use that profit from this business to start another business. You see what I'm saying? It's more
Yeah.
so of the scaling part of process that I'm in.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot, Mario. Like, man, I'm about to throw a shoe at you, bro. Like, because you said something so valuable, and I hope people caught on to it. You were like, you could sell this bottle of water that you bought for $1 for $2 or whatnot, right? And or $3, and you get a $2 profit. But I think a lot of times, even in business, like when I first started selling these shirts, I was like, oh man, I'm selling shirts for like $30 because Printful's charging me 20 and I want to try to make 10, But now I have these shirts online at like, I make $1 profit probably. And that dollar goes right back into buying more shirts. I give away some shirts, just to put my brand in people's faces. Right. And then I so that money keeps going back in, man. So like, that was a very valuable lesson. I hope that a lot of people caught on to, right now, is that take the dollar growth, take the dollar growth.
Man, even pennies add up. Everything adds up, man.
Yeah. It's all about growth. Pennies add up. Everything adds up. And while we're right here with the pennies add up, everything adds up. Now, hold on. I don't think it's time yet for the video yet. Not yet. Let's keep this conversation is good, right? Hold on. Let's keep it right. I don't want to break it right now. So Mario, like we're talking about scaling, and when you said scaling, you're talking about upward mobility. You're growing and you're generating income off of your company. And what if that's like, so is loss growth? How about that? Like when if you let's say you buy a shirt for $10 and I don't know, you sell it for free. You give it away for free. That's a loss, right?
No, I wouldn't call it a loss, man. A loss ain't a loss. It's a blessing. I call it a strategic business move.
Yeah.
So because if you give away a shirt for free, that's more reason for them to wear it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, I got the shirt for free. You can cut grass in it. They
right.
can
right.
if they live on the main road, they see the shirt. Everybody's viewing your shirt. It's like I got the shirt for free, so it don't matter whether it matters to them or not.
Right.
You're gonna wear the shirt. It was free.
Right.
It's free stuff.
Everybody loves free shirt.
Everybody loves free. Everybody loves free. But not only do they love free, they will wear free. It's
right.
Imagine high-end brands, right? High-end brands and things like that. How often do you see people rewear high-end brands?
No.
Versace shirts and things. How often do you wear around the house a Versace shirt or
not
cutting the grass?
Not at the barbecue.
Not at the barbecue, or just sweatpants and a regular t-shirt.
Yeah. Right.
It's all free. It's free promo. It's just free promo. Thing is, you got to know your break-even point, so I wouldn't give away 100 shirts.
Right.
But I would give it to people that does business justice. So like for an example, like with my tequila that I had, well, I know we probably gonna get to that, but I gave it to people that I knew has a following, and I know that would be seen drinking it, and I know that like free stuff. They're around a lot of people, so I know my market. I know who I gave it to. But that's all you got to know. It's just mental like that.
Yeah, and knowing your market, like you said, like knowing your market. So getting to this tequila. Oh man, tequila. So can you go into how you like got your own tequila brand company? Like how is this possible? Like I don't know anyone who actually has their own tequila brand. Like what's up with that?
I fell in my lap. Let's just say that. I was looking for a bottle of wine. I was trying to make my own bottle of wine. And I came across this great guy, my great friend now. His name is Juan. Great friend of mine. He lives in Jalisco, Mexico. and I was going back and forth with him about how to make it, what's in it, what's the process, what is it, what type of taste can you have, what type of taste can I have, like, and everything. And he gave me the rundown. He gave me the rundown about the agave plants, about the plants being, you know, from like 5 parts of Mexico, and he was like, the plant actually grows in my backyard, which I can create 100% agave because the whole plant grows in the backyard.
Wow.
I drew up a contract, and I before I drew up a contract, I asked him, I'm like, okay, so what are the, you know, me being business savvy, I'm like, okay, so what are the tariffs? What are the taxes that I gotta pay just to get it shipped and things like that? And what do I register it for in Mexico? How can not get in trouble here? And he gave me the rundown, and I was like, okay, well, I'll drop a contract, and this is what I'll do. I'll give you I asked him, how much can you produce? How much do you produce? And he told me 2 gallons of tequila a month, based on the agave that was in his backyard. And I was like, well, I asked him, as an honest man, I asked him, well, what does a gallon of tequila go for premium tequila in Mexico, distilled? And he told me 300. And I told him, I was like, well, this is 300.
300 pesos? I'm just playing.
You know what? You know what's crazy is I didn't even ask him. He told me 300. So I was like, you know what? I'll give you 6. 2 gallons, $600 a month. That means that, you know, $600 a month, I can squeeze out 25 bottles, 25 to 30 bottles, contingent on if I'm doing smaller bottles. I can squeeze out 25 to 35 bottles on that. I can sell each bottle for $60. I can recoup my money back plus more.
Right.
So that's how I broke it down. So now we have an agreement and a contract to where, you know, I pay him a certain amount of money, and he also put a disclosure in the agreement and the contract as well, to where if I continue to buy for 3 months plus, the price has to decrease. And that's so now my next batch, which is going to be gold, which I'm rolling out November 1st. I'm gonna send you a bottle, 1st. Man.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, send that bottle over here, brother. Send that bottle to get over here. Me and Tequila. Might have to put it up, you know, on the shelf for a little bit. Me and Tequila in Japan was just crazy. Almost missed deployments because of tequila. I don't know, tequila crazy. I'm just playing.
But it's a fun process, though, man. It's a fun.
But yeah, that's so dope, though. Like, I never met somebody that could just tell me that same story, and like, you're like, it fell in my lap, you know, and you have this connection with this guy in Mexico. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's so dope, you know. And so how are you planning to scale that business? Are you planning to just only are you planning to distribute in Charlotte? Are you distributing like everywhere or what?
US. So across the US from the beginning.
Okay.
The way I'm scaling it is I didn't want to rush it, right? So he told me that he can make gold and silver. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to rush it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to sell one. I'm going to sell the Blanco. So just Blanco. And then I'm going to roll the gold out contingent on how well the Blanco does and how do people respond to the Blanco. And people love the Blanco.
Yeah.
People are like waiting for the gold. So that's the way I did. I'm expanding. You know, I'm scaling and I'm expanding my actual brand. So doing the goal, and then next, my goal for at the end of 2021 is to get them in cans.
Okay.
Cans with the top pop.
Oh man, you about to change the game.
I'm trying to get spirits with my tequila for gold and silver. So I'm gonna take time as I'm rolling it out.
So you about to be on billboards and stuff like that, Mr. Tequila. You're gonna have a whole tray like this with a cigar.
I see me saying drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
They already said I look Mexican, man. So.
I didn't say that. Oh, I was about. I know. I was. Same, no, but that's so dope, man. That's so dope, man. And congratulations on that business first and foremost. Like, that's just really awesome, and that's just something that like you can just walk around and say like, man, look, I produce tequila. You know, like you might as well get a shirt and stuff like that too.
I love how you say the word tequila.
Tequila, yeah. I try to say it properly, but I end up having an accent with it. So tequila. But yeah, man. So I want to get into this video. TB over here blowing us up. TB, what up?
TB is in it, man.
I know he loves some tequila.
He actually had some of my tequila. He loved it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, tequila. Tequila. TB. TB. He was in. So TB was in the video. Was he in the video?
TB is actually in the movie. He's in a short film. He plays a character.
And he was on the Purpose Pod as well. So if y'all didn't see that, y'all check that out. So we're going to get into this film. Let's get into this film. Now, let's make sure that the volume works, guys and gals. Let's make sure the volume works. All right, let's get it up. Whew, it's hot up in my house. Amber, please help me.
Lives matter.
Can you hear it?
Growing up in the hood is an all too familiar story. Dealing with bullshit, racist cops. I'm rich. It's John, Rico, King, and this is my best friend, Mike. Time to tune in.
When I put my hands up to comply, saying don't shoot.
Bought the game and then I sold it back. I had to veer off this racetrack. Take a step back, recoup, focus on you. You'll be back. Do what you gotta do. Learn you, embrace the imperfection. That's a great view. Time to look at life from a different view. See, what they won't tell you is how to win, but they'll give you every tool to sin. That's where my story begins.
They say that bullets don't have names, but I have nightmares while I'm awake that went out there is meant for me.
But they'll give you every tool to sin. That's where my story begins.
Man. So you wrote that.
Give me chill bumps, man.
Yeah, that that's real right there. I like felt the whole thing. I felt the whole thing. Hold on. I felt the whole thing. And like, so you wrote it first. It was a script. It wasn't like an actual like video at first, right? You scripted, you wrote it, and then you decided to turn it into a film, right?
Yeah, I wrote it as a short story. So I have 4 parts, and I wrote it as a short story. And then I wanted to turn it into a short film. So what I did was I actually had my girlfriend turn it into a script for me. And we turned it from the script and wrote it into a short film. So
wow.
I actually wrote that back in 2000, and I wrote the full story in 2015.
Wow. And it's still relevant.
The irony, right? The irony.
Yeah.
Irony. Like, this is a time where this wasn't going on this wasn't as prevalent as it is now. For me to even think about that and write that, it just now it speaks volumes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it was destined. Like, right now was the perfect time to submit it and do things like that. So I didn't even think about that. Like, that's the irony.
The irony is perfect timing, and you know, I think is a lot of people are getting tired of hearing about, you know, I'm just saying, if they are getting tired of hearing about Black Lives Matter, all this, like, black people are getting shot. People are like, well, they keep doing this. And it's like, I think people feel so comfortable with just justifying Black death, you know, that it's like, well, they're criminals. Well, they did this, you know, and it's like, well, like, did he deserve to die like that? You know, like, so, but that's a whole nother story on itself. But I just really wanted to say thank you for producing that. And so what's going to happen with this film? Are you guys are planning to do more, right?
Yes. So we're submitting this film to a plethora of different festivals, short film festivals. One is Sundance. Yeah. So we're definitely going to get the Sundance going, and we're going to submit it and see if, you know, we want to hope that someone else picks it up. Like a Fruitvale Station with Michael B. Jordan started as a 7 to 12 minute movie, short film that was picked up by Sundance, and then they put money behind it. So that's what we're hoping for, but not more so more of the money fact. We want it to be more of like receptive to what's going on and understanding why we made what we made, you know?
Right. And why would you say, like, what would be your reason if someone said, like, hey, why did you make that? Even though it tells its story on its own, but like, what to you made you write that?
I had to feel a type of way. I had to feel some sort of way about something to make me even, you know, consider writing something of such conviction and such heart-wrenching. Like, I can't explain exactly what it is, but it had to be something similar to what's going on. We've been dealing with this for years. Like, this is nothing new. Like, so it's kind of like, it must have been something that I seen that made me feel some type of way. That a lot of other people seen it and was like, that's just another, just like you said, that's just another criminal getting, like, so it must have made me feel some, you know, to get to that point to write something so deep and meaningful.
Yeah. And it's really deep. And I mean, like, if you can't handle it, like, some people just probably really can't handle it. the truth comes as it is, and a lot of people can't stomach the truth. But definitely like great work, brother. And I'm looking forward to more. It's funny because TB Too Funny said that you should get me to play the cop. And we were talking about you finding somebody to play the cop. He talking about Mario, give Alan the cop role. He's ready. Hey, look. Hey, y'all want me to be the cop? Well, but you are looking for someone to play a role in this, right?
I actually finished. I actually have all the characters, so
Okay.
I'll have all the characters. Yes. So I got the cops. I got DJ Blanco. And I have another cop as well. There's another cop in the story as well.
Mm-hmm.
Good cop, bad cop role.
Right.
The good cop one's the bad cop.
And you mentioned that some people felt really uncomfortable about taking that white cop role, right? Like the bad white cop role. And I wanted to just kind of address that right now, just because as we were talking about it earlier, a lot of people don't want to be the target, like even if it's in the film, and they don't want to play. Like I respect that in a way. Like I don't even want to play racist. Like I don't even want to, like they're like I don't even want to play it. I don't even want to be that person. So what do you have to say to those who don't have any reserve or they don't really understand what's going on with this whole movement? And this will be our last part to this, but like, what is your message to those people who don't understand the movement that's happening behind the art, the creativity, and everything that's happened around innocent Black lives, being killed in the streets? Like, what would you say to them?
I would have to say there is no more ignoring. It's in your face now. It's like a marketing thing now. Like it's in your face now. You can't overlook it. You can't not see it. Like, so I would say to them that it's just, you just got to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, things are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So things are going to happen. This is what's going on. And everybody's tired of it. It's not even, it's 50, all 52 states plus other countries marched for the same cause. Been done ever in history. Ever. That's never been done for all 52 states to march and protest, and plus other countries.
Right. Definitely other countries.
That's asinine to know that other countries realize what's going on in America, so they feel they need to do their part in our story.
Right.
That's beyond, that's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what I wanted to, like, it's in your face now. We're here. It's like it's like sitting across. You ever seen that Joyner Lucas video?
Yeah, with the guy, they were sitting across from each other.
Like he's sitting there looking at him, and it's like, it's in your face. This is everything that you already knew. I hope that people go watch that, but all yours is opinion based. Mine is facts. This is what's going on right now. This is what you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying.
Okay. It's in your face. But yeah, definitely great message, great film. You guys check that out. He just uploaded it today. I had him put that up on YouTube. I was like, bro, this got to go up right now. And we got to show people. So y'all definitely check that out, like it and share it. Because there's more to come. Yes. And if you guys have questions right now, please ask your questions, post them up. We'll get to them. I know I see a lot of stuff in the comment area. I would have to go back and look at that. But if you have any questions, please ask your questions right now. We have Brendan. He says, in my opinion, I think you should start selling at a cheap way by doing $1 as your business start progressing and getting bigger. Then you should invest in making your product get higher. Oh yeah, that's what we're pretty much talking about, right? Like just selling for $1, and then leveraging that and growing your business and then making more profit from that. So yeah. And
profit, right? $1 profit, right? Not just
profit. Yeah. Not just dollar profit.
Okay.
So in this next level, like I know for me, like I want to grow my business. I want to get more viewers. I want to be able to like make income from my podcast or like make income from my clothing brand. But I mainly, like, my whole goal really is to get it in front of people's faces. Like you said, like I feel like I've had like 55 great, or like I've had about 50 something people on my show so far. I've done like 3 or 4 of my own shows. So we're at 56 today, and my goal is to be around the world so that the people that come on here can be around the world as well. And I'm all about not leveraging off of each other. Like, okay, Mario, you can use me and I can use you. Let's leverage, off of each other and let's build. And that's what it's all about, right? So do you feel like you've been able to work with other that film just shows that you were able to work with a whole bunch of different talented people for one purpose, and do you think that's common nowadays?
Yes and no. It depends on the type of leadership and the type of person that you are.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're willing to accept certain roles, or whether you're willing to know that you're you have to let someone else be the smartest person in the room, whether it's your idea or not.
Mm-hmm.
If someone else knows best, you have to let them lead.
Yeah.
Do what they do. So I would say maybe 50-50.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's real, and I feel like I try to collab with a lot of people, and then sometimes I can't, sometimes it's just too much. It's too much to do that one more thing. Literally, I've been at the place where, I'm building my business and it becomes a lot on me because I'm the administration personnel. I'm the sales and marketing team. I'm the speaker, and I'm the one emailing you. I'm the one following up with you. I'm making the flyers. I'm doing all of this stuff. So how can someone like me, is it best for me to just try to hire a team or is it like, hey, set up everything and see what it is you need? Like, what do I need to do? What would you tell me to do right now, Mario? I'm in this place, what I do.
If I were you, this is honestly if I were you, this is what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I would delegate. I
Mm-hmm.
would actually find a younger generation, find people that you can mentor, find people that's on their way to college, or find people that I see you talk to a lot of kids, find kids that want to get into more of a, I call it a strict role. When you when you got all those hats, I call it a strict role.
Yeah.
You can go to colleges,
Right.
You can use your platform as an internship for a student that may not have the grades to get a regular internship, but they can say, hey, look, I interned for the Purpose Pod, for Alan, and then you have your platform to write a letter to say, letter of recommendation, say, hey, he was incredible. This is this person. I do have my podcast. You can go watch my podcast here, and here.
Mm-hmm.
You utilize your resources. So if you're feeling that, don't like I said before, a lot of people want to move too quick. You don't have to necessarily move too quick. You can get what you need done for free. You just gotta extend yourself a little bit more. Go put yourself out there to reach out to those people. Like I seen Brandon do say he wants viewers and followers as well. And you can, that way you can, hey, look, if you help me with mine, I'll help you with yours. You know what I'm saying? You help me, help you, help me. So you can always work out that type of way. So you don't always have to go out and hire people. Right. So that's the first thing that you said that most business people do.
Right. They start spending money. My wife be trying to get on me with that all the time. She be like, Alan, like, I'm over here trying to spend money I don't have. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to hire an administrative support personnel to do my like bookings and organize. And she's like, where's that money going to come from? I was like, yeah, I guess I got to start scaling. I have to start, profiting first, or even, getting to a place where I have the capacity to do that. A lot of people do out of lack. It's like, man, I'm gonna buy a car. Like, this is me. I want an Audi. My wife's like, you better get that job first. So like
my girlfriend.
My
girlfriend. That's not like my girlfriend. My girlfriend says the same thing.
You better get that job first. Like, you can't just go out there and get the Audi. You can't go out there and get your storefront, when you just got your LLC right now. So just slow down, folks. Like, I'm telling myself that as well, Mario. I'm telling myself to slow down, bro. I'm trying.
It's avenues that also you can, like, it's so many different avenues that you could, like, you can get sponsors. Like, I can sponsor you. Mm-hmm. You can have, we can put MMXX for my tequila on your podcast and say sponsored by MMXX. And we can negotiate something to where, hey, look, this is what my cost is, or I want to buy this. Can you help me with this? And I'll buy that, or we'll discuss something to where, hey, listen, I need this done. I need this person email. We can work out a partnership. So, what I'm saying? You can, and then that way I'll promote your tequila, and then you do it that way as well.
Yeah. He said, I say Audi like I say tequila. Y'all gonna leave me alone. Leave me alone, Deshae.
You
Y'all
do,
leave
man.
me alone. I do. I have my wife gets look, I get it all the time. My wife be like, is that how you say that? I'm like, leave me alone, man. Leave me alone, you know. But so we have, and like I said, questions, put them up. So Brennan says, one of my goals is to grow my podcast too, so that the next generation after me can take the same path and know me as an icon and the first person to do podcasts. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, and he's been consistent. He actually won a shirt the other day. And he has his podcast. Yeah, he has a podcast. Young guy. Make sure y'all go follow Brendan. Please go support my young guy. He's doing big things. So what does the future look like for you, Mario? As we're entering into our closing phase, what does the future look like for you? You seem to be a man of many hats like myself. Like you have a tequila brand, you're writing scripts and you're producing film, and like so you're coaching and consulting people. So what does your future look like? Are you planning to do all of those things? Are you planning to branch out and do more?
Enterprise.
Mario
Walker Enterprises. You know, bunch of different things. Put it all that's the umbrella. Everything under the umbrella. Because I don't want to stop helping small businesses, man. I literally sit down with small businesses. I help my friends with their small businesses, and whether they have a t-shirt line, whether they have whatever in there, and I will feel terrible of a person just to back out while they're in the midst of on the process of their growth. So and then the story aspect, I love writing that story. So now I feel like I want to indulge and maybe book. You know, I want to do a book thing. So I was going to be enterprises. So you know, not even necessarily looking at it as multiple streams of income. You know, I just want to do a bunch of things. Like I want to try a bunch of different things. You know, whatever the case may be, whatever happens. Because right now, I mean, it's been working out for me. I gotta be honest. Like between my tequila and the movie and you know, a bunch of other things has been working out great for me. With their businesses has been working out great for me and also for them as well. So I just want to keep my foot on the pedal. But I don't like to say. I like to keep my foot on their neck.
Keep the foot on their neck, not the pedal. So you went from the pedal to the neck.
Neck, man. So pedal. I just feel like when it's on the necks, it ain't even got to be a specific neck. It's just like when you on somebody's neck, you're not playing games.
Right. Like
you can let off the gas. You can let off the gas.
Yeah.
You can't let off a foot on the neck.
Yeah. Because if they get up, they might get you.
Working. I just signed a deal yesterday. I'm working.
Yeah. Wow. And you did something right before the phone, or was it before the phone call or something? Like you were like, yeah, I just got a sell just now with some tequila.
Yeah, I did it. I sold the tequila, but I signed a deal for a black-owned ride share company in South Carolina.
Yeah, that was that.
Yeah, 12% of the company.
Y'all see this? Y'all see this dude right here? Like this guy
working. We working out here. We are working.
That's so dope, man. So I know we have a couple of minutes left. I want to ask you about that. Like, so the rideshare thing, you're finding different ways to invest in yourself, and it's not like you're like, oh, I want to just do this one thing. You're doing a lot more of everything, you know. So how could someone who's that like, oh, I want to just, or I'm just this, like, how can they get outside of that mindset of, oh, I'm just a producer, or I'm just a writer, instead of looking at it that way and saying like, oh, I'm good at this, I'm good at that, let me apply my skills in these other areas. Is that what you did?
Yeah, well, no, they just got to try it. I just stepped out. Like, I've always been a person to try different things, you know? So they just got to step out on the ledge. They just got to step off the ledge and just try something new. You may be a great artist. You maybe can draw anything, but then you've never drawn anything, but you may be a quick learner, and now you're Picasso, right? Basquiat, you know, like 2 years. Basquiat. So it's like you just got to step out and do different things. You know, whether it costs you money or not, it's like money's gonna come and go. I'm not a person that hoards money or anything. It's gonna come and go. It's just trying different things. Like, we have nothing but time now. That's why I said earlier during the COVID, when we was talking earlier about COVID, we have nothing but time. Right. Everybody's sitting still. Nobody's doing. I mean, like right now, this is the best time to try as much stuff as possible. Like Gary Vee always says, my favorite line: do what you need to do. Right. Go have fun, enjoy yourself, and whatever the case may be, it's gonna be. But just go try different things, and that's what I've always been trying to do. But now I did it at a young age, but now my focus now is to have more equity than free cash flow. So
Can you talk on that real quick?
I'm gonna be honest on your podcast. So
yeah,
honestly, right now I may have $300 in my account. You know, let's just say I got $300 right now to my name in my bank account. I have shares of Apple that just split. I have shares in a Black-owned rideshare company. I have my own 100% tequila that I'm reinventing and then purchasing more tequila of it. So right now, my equity aspect is, if I was to give a gauge on my equity aspect, it's high. So like now I have way more equity than I have cash flow. So I don't want free cash flow, you know, and I always look at free, and everybody who's paying attention or who is ever watching, you see, everybody always see on Instagram of people holding money down their arms or to their ears or, you know, cash and things like that.
Right.
Not me. I'll rather have $12 in my pocket and have, you know, 1,200 shares of Amazon or 1,200 shares of a Black-owned rideshare company in South Carolina. That's unheard of.
Right. That's crazy. So what's up? We you opening investments or something? You open up an investment, like hey, people trying to buy in.
I wish I could. So I told him he actually was good. He watching the podcast. So I told him I wouldn't mention the name because he's not ready to mention the name quite yet. Okay. So
well, whoever you are, dear sir, know that you have one person here who's well, no, because then I gotta have money to invest. So it's all good.
Negotiable. It's all negotiable.
I know. I'm just messing around. But hey, look, the Purpose Pod is looking to be sponsored. So hey, you and the rideshare guy, come holla at your boy. So, but Mario, do you have any closing words for the people? Like, do you want to leave them with something that for these business owners out there who maybe their business closed, you know, during COVID, and they did not scale their business the right way? What word of encouragement would you give to them, and what could they do to get back in the game?
I would say, as a business owner, to don't give up, because it's easy for a business. It's easy for failure to cause a lot of people to give up on their business. We see a lot of people start a business and then stop the business and then start something new. Like, I don't want to see that. I want you to see things through. You know, if your business failed during COVID, get it back up, get it back on. Whatever money you need to cost, whatever investments or whatever equity or royalty deals you got to give up, get your business back on. You know, finish what you start, see it through. And that's what I would mostly say about that. And also keep in mind to stick to your plans. I say this, and I preach this to every single person that talks to me about business and want to talk to me about scaling their business. Your marketing plan, your financial projections, and your business plan. Those 3 plans alone will set you up incredible. Yeah. So keep that near and dear, and 5-year financial projections minimum.
All right. I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna have to hit you up. We're gonna have to do some work together, bro. I'm gonna have to, we're gonna have to do some work together. You know what I'm saying? I can't not scale my business after bringing you on. You're like, this is probably just for me. Like, forget everybody else. This was for me. All y'all go home, go to sleep tonight. But I want to have a giveaway. And I'm giving away the Purpose Pod shirt. Amber. I'm yelling at my wife. But I want to do a giveaway, and I want to see if people have been paying attention. So if you were here in the beginning, you would know this answer. Oh no, maybe not. I don't know, because I said where you were from, and if y'all heard me say where he was from, that's what I want to do. So if you were listening in the beginning and you know where Mario is from, can you give me that shirt? Please put it right here in the comments right now. Peanut, that shirt on the door. My wife over here looking for the shirt. It's right in front of your face, woman. But yeah, so we have the Purpose Pod shirt giveaway. Ohio, man, Brendan, you already got it. I gotta send you. I'm gonna send you another shirt. But this man is on. I told you, this boy is on it. He's on it. He's on it. He's on it. Come on, my guy. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I ain't got that. Oh, I was about to say, let me make sure it's not scrolling across the screen right now. He said, but yes, Ohio, Cincinnati, man, that's dope. So all right, Brandon, I got your information already. What I'll do is I'll send you a Never Stop, Never Quit Repeat shirt, or the Purpose Pot shirt? Which one do you want? You let me know that. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. Mario Walker has blessed us, and I'm so thankful that you came on the show. I'm so thankful that you dropped this wisdom, because it was wisdom, bro, like real talk. So I look forward to working with you, bro. I look forward to seeing more of your work. And I have right here, please go follow him on Instagram right now, Mario23Walk, right there, Mario23Walk. Go follow him on Instagram. Please go check out his video. And Mario, do you have any last words you want to say to these folks?
Thank you for doing this, inviting me on, because I'm never usually front face camera, but yeah, I like this. I like this, man. I love everything that you got going. Don't stop. Yeah. Never stop, never quit. You know,
that's right.
I got you as an alert. So every time you pop up with a new video on YouTube, I'm watching you. So
that's right, man.
A week to where you stopping and you quitting.
Right. Yeah, you gonna know. Hey, Mario, I appreciate that, man. You did a great job today. You did a really great job. So please, I think this might be the start of your podcasting interview. So, you know, go ahead out there. Hopefully that more people will bring you on their show. So if y'all need Mario on your show, Brennan, if you want to bring Mario on your show, or anybody out there with a podcast, go ahead and bring this brother on, because he has some knowledge and he's dope. Deshae said, thanks, Mario. This was a great one. So Mario, thanks once again. I appreciate you. Marquise, you're late, bro. You're late. He's late. But you know what?
And he spelled Cincinnati wrong, Marquise. You spelled Cincinnati wrong. Love you though, big fella.
Hey, Marquise, it's all good. Hey, we'll talk on the side. We'll have to take care of Marquise. We'll have to take care. We'll take care. We'll give you a Purpose Pod shirt, Marquise. Cincinnati, you got it right. So we send me your.
You gotta give a shout out to Marquise too, man. He just bought a home, man. He just bought a home out there with his wife.
Yeah, he did.
He got a travel blog as well.
Yeah, they got a travel blog. They be all over the place.
They done touched every continent besides like Australia or something like that.
Yeah, they drop your he said oops. But drop your IG and I'll put it up here real quick if you can. If not, it's all good. Y'all go follow Marquise Burns, please. He's the dope guy as well. And look at this, Mario over here plugging his people while he's on the show. He's over here sharing the love, y'all. So y'all definitely go check both of them out. They are dope people. Mario, once again, thank you, sir, so much. And I hope you have a blessed day, bro.
Oh, man. Love you, man. Appreciate it. And don't stop and never quit.
Yes, sir. Hold on right there. I'll be right there, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been another episode of the Purpose Pod. Deshae, I got you. I'll bring them on. I got you, bro. So this has been another episode of the Purpose Pod. Mario Walker dropped some nuggets. I hope y'all had a bucket and a basket to put them nuggets in, because they were valuable nuggets. So this has been another episode of the Purpose Pod. We will be back next Tuesday with John Dale. So please, please, please tune in and make sure you subscribe to the Purpose Pod and hit the notification bell on YouTube. Please, please, please. I love you guys. I hope you have a blessed day. Stay inspired, stay motivated, never stop, never quit, repeat, and scale your business. Peace.